This is day 16 out of 100. I today started off a little bit rough. I've been in a pretty consistently good mood over the last month at this point. And today is probably the worst I've felt. And it's not like it was even that bad, but I could feel like I felt my mind being a little unreceptive towards fun, which is a way I felt for the better part of the last 2 years. But yeah, I've been feeling better lately, but today I started to feel that familiar feeling again where nothing felt exciting, and I felt like I was joking around with my cousin at some point earlier today, and I felt myself force laughter and smiling for a moment, and that threw me off because it's been a little while since I've done that. And then that got me stressed and worried, and I was like, oh god, am I gonna start regressing back to the way I used to feel? So I tried to place my finger on what was making me feel that way, and I came to the conclusion that it was the fact that the song that I was writing, or I am writing, wasn't turning out the way I wanted it to, and I was starting to get frustrated, and I was starting to feel myself get discouraged and feel like I wanted to give up. And that didn't feel too good at the time. I've been on such a long streak of just taking care of everything really well, and doing what I do at a high level, I guess. And spending the last day or two just getting nowhere with the song, I think just made me feel it took away energy from me rather than giving me energy, which is how it felt when I was starting writing the song. I felt a lot of energy from that, and I felt really excited to keep writing. But ever since 2 days ago, I started to just feel like I wasn't satisfied with any part of it, and so I sat down and just spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours just writing, and I think I was satisfied with where I got, and that let me be excited for the rest of the day, because originally I was excited to hang out with my cousin again, and I had plans to meet her friends today and just hang out with them, and I was excited to do that. But then when I woke up this morning, none of that felt exciting until I made some good progress on the song. And so think what I want to do. It's late. I think what I want to do is just. I wanted to make today's video about just being a reminder that when you're feeling shitty, Jason, there's usually a reason. You're not just feeling that way for no reason. And I know that sometimes it can feel overwhelming to figure out what the reason is, because you may feel like there's a lot of reasons why you may feel shitty, and so it just feels impossible to take care of all of that. But just don't let that stop you. Pinpoint a reason, at least one, and just start with that. Fix it. See how you feel. And if you don't feel any better, then try to find the next reason. Don't get too overwhelmed with like it might be this or this or this. Like I can't do all this in one day. Like just, you don't have to do it in one day. Just take your time and take care of things one by one. Don't just sit in the shit. And do something about it. It's usually not that hard. And even if it is hard, it's usually something you have to do. So just do it. I also want to, like the original thing I wanted to talk about today was just another reminder to myself to just reach out to the people you care about when you're thinking of them. You don't have to just think about them. If they pop into your mind, just shoot them a message. More times than not, they'll appreciate it. I've been doing that lately, and in the past, whenever I had the idea, or whenever I thought of someone I cared about, friend, family, I wouldn't think to do anything with that thought. Every once in a while, I would think maybe I should send them a message, but then I'd get anxiety at the thought of sending them a message, them replying, and then just not knowing what to say afterwards. I'd also get anxiety at the idea of sending a message, just checking in, and then that being not being received, and just being seen as weird or bothersome or annoying. But if obviously, if you send a friend or someone you care about a message like that, and they seem to find that strange or don't like it, then that's just a statement on the state of that relationship, and maybe you don't really need it that much, or maybe there's some work that needs to be done there. Oh. Yeah, I had a weird dream last night where a good friend of mine came to I guess I was throwing a housewarming party. And the place was a mess, but that's like a whole different part of the dream. Like I was panicking because like I think I was cleaning up and then everyone showed up and it was just like a mess and I was just like so embarrassed, which is like something I dealt with in real life. Like I just like didn't invite people to my home for a while because I was just not that proud of the state that it was in. But yeah, anyways, in the dream, a good friend of mine came over and I asked him how he was feeling, and he started to get like sad and cry. Like he started to get a little teary-eyed, and he said that no one had asked him that in a little while. And when I woke up this morning, I just sent a message over to him, and apparently he's going through something. And so I just tossed some love and maybe a little wisdom at him, just in the hopes that it'll help. And even if my advice wasn't helpful, I don't know. He didn't. I don't think he's seen it yet. I know that it made him feel ever so slightly better, just me reaching out to him. And sometimes that's all someone needs. And sometimes someone needs much more than that. But, you know, even just a little bit of a little bump of, like a little smirk on your face when you're having a hard time, like that can help. So, just don't be afraid to reach out. Sometimes people really need it, and you shouldn't just let your anxiety with having a conversation you shouldn't let that stop you from brightening a friend's day. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching.